Nation, Sanbonan Wafetu. Welcome back to Football Transit Me, QB. I know, guys, we are somewhere different. If you're asking me where we are, well, today we are in Sandton, and obviously I'm trying to bring you guys something new, something different. So yeah, I do have some updates for you that I feel like you need to know about. Currently, there's something that is happening or has happened at Nashorena, and they've given a statement. Now, if you remember correctly, guys, we did have fans, a small group of Kaizer supporters who went to Nashorena just to protest in terms of what is currently happening. And mind you, guys, this is what is happening. Currently, the club has given a statement. They've decided to report those concerned Kaizer supporters. This is how the statement reads. It says, we have handed over the interviews that Mahato has done to the police so he can account for any act of violence and destructive behavior. We hope this can be dealt with accordingly. Together with the police, we will ensure that wrongdoers or those who come with bad intentions of causing violence at games where there are women, children, and other vulnerable groups face the full might of the law. Now, to me, guys, this statement does make sense. You know, it's coming from Movina Maposa. It does make sense. Okay, they want the safety of the people first, but then I don't understand if Kaizer Chiefs have done something wrong with our fans going to Nashorena, because remember, that was just a peaceful protest where we thought, okay, our supporters are going there to make their voice heard, and they submitted what? A memorandum, and they were hoping by the next game, which we are playing this Sunday on the 15th against Durban City, those guys, the coaches currently, will be gone. But it doesn't look like it's going to be that way. Today, we got a statement from the co-coaches themselves, and they've spoken about, the stats. And also, currently, I remember Cedric Kaizer said, no, for me, I would leave happy if we were to finish in position number 3, which to some might sound good, to some might sound bad. I don't know. You tell me what you think down in the comment section below. But moving on, we also do have Talapana, Stuart Baxter, who have something to say actually about Kaizer Chiefs, where he talked about the fact that Kaizer Chiefs management or Kaizer Chiefs themselves now give a script to coaches, and we've spoken about this. But no, clearly, this is something that we've been thinking. We thought to ourselves, okay, definitely, maybe it's not happening, but it is happening. You are given a script in order to say, this is how we want you to play, this is who we want you to bring. But back then, Stuart Baxter made it clear, back then, it was you, the coach, who decides on everything moving forward. So I don't know. Also, let me know what you think about that down in the comment section below. Do you think the reason why currently the co-coaches are still at Nashorena looking to go way beyond is because Kaizer Chiefs management have control over them? Or do you think it's something else? I don't know. Down in the comment section below. For now, I don't know, guys, whether we're going to see something different, whether we're going to sign a new coach or anything, but it will depend on the situation. So for me, I don't know. I do have something when it comes to Coach Khalil Ben Youssef. He has spoken in terms of the problems that they're currently facing as a club, because trust me, guys, we all know that Kaizer Chiefs has problems. This is what Coach is saying.
It's difficult now to score for us goal, but also it's difficult for us to score. We are struggling. We are creating a lot of opportunity, but we are not. The concretization is not there. We miss a lot of chance. But I think it's also important to think about how we kill the game, how you score. When you score the first game, to continue to fight, to score the second goal is more smart. It's better and more smart than you come back to defend.
So, yeah, but for Venezuela, from the coach, Khalil Ben Youssef, they understand they have problems, which is true, guys. We cannot say Lokiana. It's something that all of us we see. And in terms of our stats, it's something that everyone has been talking about. The stats are not bad, but even last season, we had good stats. I understand in terms of our wins, but there are things you cannot talk about them. You cannot talk about the ball position. You retain most of the ball position. Even last season, we're doing just that. We're doing exactly those things that have been mentioned by both Coach Cedric Kaizer and both Coach Khalil Ben Youssef. So, us being here or where we are today in terms of Indaba Zabuti, Ukochi has done this and done that. We know it's not all about that. It's not all about that. The result needs to speak for themselves. And losing 4 times consecutively, that is something that made a lot of fans to be angry. There are certain things that I feel like we needed to talk about, even though I'm out here. Umjitelapana Wandile, another Kaizer supporter who has been with me. We do talk on WhatsApp. Now, if you want to talk with me to WhatsApp, it's fine. I don't have a problem. You just need to find my numbers. I don't know because I'm going to post it, but I will leave them down in the comment section below and then I will pin them. So, with that being said, we were talking about, the Kaizer management and this finale. So we talked about a lot of things. And to my surprise, we also touched in terms of our players. To be honest, there are players who are not performing at their level best at National Arena, which is understandable. As I've said before, Kaizer supporters, they just want results. In whether what is happening, they don't care much. But also, one thing that I do have to mention is the fact that as much as we can be blaming the coaches, the players, those people are just employees being hired by Kaizer Chiefs. They are the ones that we should be looking at, even though Bafagama protection order. Despite that, they are saying there were some fans who were not going there for a peaceful protest. I don't know who those fans are, but it's something that we need to talk about. For me, because I wanted to be there. Unfortunately, I did not have the equipment that I'm currently having. I wanted to be there and do an interview and speak with some of those Kaizer supporters because, this is a Kaizer football channel and we talk mostly about Kaizer. I would love to hear your opinions on what do you think about the whole situation, being there at National Arena, the kind of response that we have gotten. But then, supporters are going to fight in the stadium. That is something that I can say from my side, I do not tolerate because as you've heard the statement coming from Kaizer Chiefs Ramaphosa himself, he said there will be children, ladies, like all of that. So families will be there supporting Kaizer Chiefs and they want to live in a peace of mind. So remember, one of the Kaizer Chiefs leaders who was there protesting at National Arena did say, we are going to take action if those coaches are available. After the game, we're going to do something outside the stadium. So that is something that I feel like the fans, not the fans, Kaizer Chiefs supporters, sorry guys, Kaizer Chiefs management is trying to avoid. So that is the problem or the situation that they're dealing with. But also in terms of, the players, the acquisition of players, the acquisition of coaches, the performance of Kaizer Chiefs, it all falls down to Kaizer Chiefs management themselves. They are the ones that need to pick up the pace and do things differently. I don't know also, you can let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think we need to change Kaizer Mtaung, because that's something that we did touch on. He did say he feels like things are not working very well for him and he feels like he's not doing exceptionally well, because remember, he did say in that interview with Robert, if I, continue and I feel like I'm not bringing in the results, then definitely I will step aside happily and let someone else take the reins. Which, for me, it's hard to believe because remember, this is a club team. This is a family business as much as it is. Because when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs, they always love saying it doesn't make any business sense. I'm going to make an example with a player like Osinapolis. Kaizer just wanted to sign Osinapolis. There's an interview somewhere where they said Osinapolis, Kaizer Chiefs only offered 6 million to sign this guy, allegedly. I don't know if it's true or if it's not true, but it's coming from well-trusted sources, Abu Mazola, Jay Mulefe, and all those other guys. So definitely that makes you question. They were just wanted around 15, even 12, I think would have sufficed, or even 13 million would have sufficed for us to get a player like Osinapolis. Some supporters said, Osinapolis is not giving us anything. But I did say to you guys that Osinapolis, in terms of his situation here, there's updates that I'm getting, allegedly. I'm not going to say definitely it's there, but allegedly, there's a lot happening at Polokwane City. Hence, a lot of sometimes players tend to not perform. It's because they want out. They want to go out because there's certain things happening behind closed doors, which for me, I think I understand. So those are the kind of things that we need to deal with. We need to look at and understand definitely it's not just the side of footballing things, but how Kaizer Chiefs do things also. It's their responsibility. So one thing I feel like a lot of Kaizer supporters want is just for Kaizer Chiefs to take responsibility. We do all the hard work. Let's be honest. Kaizer supporters, they buy merchandise. We buy Ama snacks. The Ama snacks that have been coming from Kaizer Chiefs, Makosi. We have brought in like the t-shirts, merchandise. Even now, lang corner, there's a t-shirt, there's a golf t-shirt that I saw, which weighs in about 2,000, 2.5, around there. The one that has been worn by Kaizer just during other pre-games, you understand? So supporters are not happy because we are doing most of the work, and I have to give credit to you guys. You guys do love the team and you do support it by any means necessary, even if sometimes there are decisions that are being taken which we feel like this decision doesn't make any sense. Like, why are we doing something like this? So it's something that we also need to think about. What the AMA fans, they do their job and we do it very well. Let's be honest about that. Even right now, I'm here trying to give you updates about what is happening at Nashorena. Despite the weather, I'm here talking about the club that I love. So same as you at home, I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, but I love this club and I want to see it succeed. I want it to go further. Why is Kaizer Chiefs doing certain things? You understand? So those are the kind of things that I feel like a lot of supporters need assurance from. But I don't know. Those are just my thoughts and opinions. Please let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I believe this is it, Buffet. I'm not going to talk much. If it's missing, guys, sit down in the comment section below. Peace.